All right. Let's get this craziness going. Mr. Billy D, how you doing? Housman, how goes it? How is the day coming along? So, I'm gonna start off with, well, not really farming. Just gonna go quickly pick up a energy refill, quit out of the map, and then be prepared for going back in later. Then we will get going with the 6 stars. They're off cooldown, they're off cooldown, so yeah, that will be the plan. So, Mr. Billy D, did you end up watching the episode of Resident Alien? If so, what did you think? What are you up to, Husman? What are you up to? What a craziness is going on. Actually, you know what? I'm just thinking about it now. This map, I might reset. I might finish out after getting the energy refill, because there's also a revive on the lower path. But I don't really need revives. I'm just mainly after energy refills currently for the current event quest this month. So, so there's the energy refill here. And then we've got a revive down here. So normally what I would do is I'd pick up this energy refill, quit out, and then as I gain energy throughout the day, later on come down and get that revive. But I might just not even bother with the revive, because I have a few revives in overflow, and I don't think... Oh, no, you know what? I will pick up the revive. I might need them for the boss rush. I shouldn't say I might. I will need them for the boss rush. But yeah. And I've only got like 5 in overflow at the moment anyways, so a couple more won't hurt. You just did a tier list for MCOC. Ah. Very good. Very good indeed. Yeah, there are definitely a lot of those floating around. I think for the most part, though, like, the only one that people really pay attention to is Seaton's. It's quite well done, and he's been doing it for a while, so makes sense. But, yeah. And then, who was it? Ilac had his tier list of the hairstyles. That was the best tier list by far. So I'm using Spider-Gwen because she's going to shut down Jug's Unstoppable. And if I was going to go past that energy refill and fight Mordo as well, she'll shut down his Astral Evade. So, and I find her to be pretty quick. Uh-oh. Oh, that's fine. Pushed him just a little too far. Oh. Oh. Well, that is okay, because we only need 1 hit. Grab the energy fill, quit out, and we're good. Good in the... Oh, I really thought 1 hit was going to do him in. Alright. He's not going to let me get 1 hit? Seriously, dude? There. Jeez. Made me work for it. Craziness. Too early in the morning for this now. I have now 900k feature 5-star, 800k 6-star crystals. Okay. Alright. I was gonna actually get enter the quest again, but I won't. Just in case we get to a point during the stream where we might want to have a look at something else. But let's get the 6 stars underway. Oh, hey, hey. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this. So, yeah, I normally would be. So, tomorrow morning, I would normally just have to do 10 fights with 6 stars. So I think it's going to be probably 15 or so. Joseph, what's going on? What is going on? Booyah. Who's your best champion 6-star Aegon? Depends what you mean as in best. He's definitely the highest rated. I mean, he's my profile pick. You might not believe this, but I bought the $50. I got MCOC as a 5-star and 4-star, a 4-star Sasquatch, and a 5-star Dr. Voodoo, and a 6-star Sabretooth. Oh, it's quite the opening there, Joseph. My goodness. That would entice somebody to buy that that offer more often, eh? Yeah, dude, that's a pretty good opening. Pretty good indeed. I might, we'll see. I might, probably not, but possibly go for the Odin one when he's in those early crystals. Save me time from grinding the arena, and yeah, that would be the main reason, just to save me time from grinding the arena. And then also for the Odin one, MCOC would be in that one as well, so I'd have an opportunity at the 2 of them, but it would be Odin that I would want for the most part. If I got MCOC, I'd be okay, because it'd still be a new champion and stuff, but well, the objective would be Odin. But I think, I don't know, I think I am going to do the arena grind, because I should have probably done the Strife one. If I do arena this much on stream, I should actually have a go at getting a feature champ that's relatively hyped. I don't think Odin will be as hyped as Strife was, so I don't think it's going to be as high as what Strife went for. But between, well, of any of the newer ones who have come out, I think Odin will be the most useful overall. Not necessarily the best champion, but because of what he's going to end up doing for all other characters, I think he's going to have value there. Although I don't know if on my teams I would necessarily use him that much, because I've always got at least 2 slots taken up. So we'll see. I got 6-star Dr. Doom and 6-star Venompool and 6-star Dr. Voodoo. Very good, Tiger. If you got all those 6 stars, your account is pretty stacked. You don't need to be worrying about any more. Joseph, was this one of your first times buying that early access bundle? I was just expecting to blow $50 on 3 stars. Yeah, that's a fair expectation. Terrence B, how you doing? Nice face cam. You know what? Actually, it is a bit cloudy today. I could probably have it on, but well, Once the sun is out, it will just be a bunch of glare and you wouldn't be able to see anything anyways. So how's your evening, Monsieur Terence? Yes, we will do this. Ooh, R3 Nick Fury. Yeah. Yep. He's not duped. I do use him. I use him. I think. Yeah, he's on my incursions team currently because we started Sector 8 last night. Normally we'd just finish at 5 rooms, but because of the whatever the thing is where you can obtain the monthly rewards from incursions, we're gonna finish that off tonight. Yeah. Think about it for a second. And then, wow, Lawrence, I see how it is. It's too early for that nonsense. But I'm doing all right. How are you doing? And then maybe tomorrow night we'll knock out Sector 7. Oh, and it looks like, interesting enough, I'm not sure if, because I thought all the changes were going into effect on Monday for the incursion stuff. But it looks like the cap has already been raised. There are some of the new the hacks. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I'm not sure. No, I don't think. Let me actually take a look. I didn't look at this. Your bald head looking balder than ever. Well, the cropped head from that was, I think, that day, like the day that picture was taken, I had shaved. So yeah, 6 stones are already there. I don't know. That's what I'm gonna see. Because a lot of the other things are. Here, I'll show you my current hacks. So the pyrokinetics, it's got the updated description of it. Because before, I think it was just basic attacks would give you the opportunity to apply a incinerate, but now it's specifically let's see, medium combo ending attacks. Yeah, so that text has been updated. The inventory is increased. Like, I'm at 65k. I'm assuming I'm going to be able to go to 125k. Let me see. Oh, I'm not going to be able to look at the... Yeah, in this screen... Yeah, I won't be able to look at the milestones and stuff. Okay. Yeah, there's nowhere in here to do that. Huh, that's interesting. You'd think... Oh, that is interesting. You'd think there should be. Okay. Anyways. So, yeah, I don't think so. But I wouldn't be surprised, considering it looks like everything else that was supposed to be updated is, so... I'm really surprised that there isn't much on the... Well, there's nothing on the forums in regards to this. Because if you're able to take advantage of it, that's like a lot of extra artifacts at least, right? Plus a lot of extra 5 and 6-star shards, so... It's just a lot of extra. Which YouTuber do I watch the most? I don't really watch anybody that often. I used to watch Lakers Bodyguard. Whenever he was on, I would watch, and he's probably the only one that I would watch the entire thing, like his entire stream. I think that this is what I gotta do. But yeah, so Lakers Bodyguard and Tiffany XO, but she wasn't very consistent. But when she was on, I'd usually watch her. But other than that, like all the big ones, the big ones I don't really watch much of their streams. I'll watch some of VG sometimes later in the evening. Seaton, not so much. I used to kind of watch Seaton when the new EQ would drop. But now I've been doing like streaming that day one as well, this month and last month. So obviously I wouldn't watch him while I'm doing it. Other than that, yeah, like a lot of the smaller YouTubers, like a little bit bigger than me or my size, um, I'll hang out on some of their streams for a bit. Uh, but yeah, nobody consistently. What about you, Lawrence? I wonder why you used to watch Tiffany. Well, actually, I watched her because she was pretty good. So how I came across her, the alliance that I used to be in, we were like competitive for war, and I think we were Plat 3 at the time, and we faced her alliance, and they beat us, and then I think it was like a day or two afterward, one of the people in the alliance posted this video of somebody from the alliance who beat us going on about the war. It was her. So it was after that that I started watching her, and I found her quite funny actually. I'm just thinking though, because the video that she did when she beat us, it was actually like, it was pretty well done, like as in the explanation and stuff. Yeah, I mean, she's pretty, yeah. But that, I don't know if that would have been, like, I think I would have watched her anyways, because she was humorous, and she was good at describing what's going on. Because to be honest, I mean, there's tons of pretty girls that you can watch online, right? So, like, especially on Twitch. So I don't know if that's really enough to continually go back, kind of thing. But I found her. I found her quite funny actually. Same thing with Lakers Bodyguard. I found him quite funny as well. And Lakers Bodyguard, probably because he was a smaller channel, so you could kind of have a conversation. But well, like mine, same kind of idea, right? Like 2 or 3 of us or whatever could actually, just have a conversation about something. It's not just, what do you think of this? What do you think of, kind of thing. So. There's a patch update for Android yesterday, early, nothing yet for iOS. I wonder if... Wait, you said early yesterday? I'm wondering if maybe that patch update was to resolve this incursion thing, so I'll wait until I'm done the incursion stuff. Oh, so also, Lawrence, the video that she posted for the war, there was no video. There was no webcam. It was just audio. I try to support everyone I can. Yeah, I mean, well, it's just the truth. I don't like. One thing though, if I find any MCOC YouTuber, I'll subscribe to them, just so that if I'm streaming and done, just to potentially raid somebody, and more so, like under 1,000 subs. So if there was like BG were on or iLag, and then let's say Lefty or Cataclysm, I'd raid. One of the Lefty and Cataclysm. And you didn't watch the war video because there was no webcam? I mean, Katie Candy is probably the longest consistent streamer for MCOC. There was, what was her name? Jade Sura, I think. And then there was Goddess Jada. I think she did her own stuff, but she did a lot with the Analyzer. Then there's Arbitrarium, I think. I don't think she is still doing anything. And then there's a few who don't do YouTube, but are still active with content for the community. Silver, how you doing? How you doing? Sura, yeah. I mean, obviously there's a lot more women who play the game, but very few who make content for it. Which, you know what? I suppose it's probably similar ratio. Like, there's obviously a ton of guys who play. And in comparison, there's not that many who do content stuff. So, you loved Analyzer? Yeah, I quite liked him too. At first, I didn't really care for him, and then I started to appreciate his humor or personality, and then I quite liked him. But he was always a really good player for sure. Rewards from side quest tiers are worth the grind. I haven't really looked at what the reward breakdown is, but I'm going to definitely be doing it until I can open the final casket. But I mean, why would you not do it? It's not costing energy. The one that's accessible right now is quite easy. DJ, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, especially if it's not costing any energy, then it's not costing you anything other than time. But yeah, I mean, like, if you're waiting for energy to fill back up, why not do that, right? Do that, or arena or whatever. So, but I think there's like 6 stars. Like, there's some decent stuff in there, so I will take advantage of it. I'll probably. Yeah, Jade is still doing stuff, but not for MCOC. And I think she's on Twitch, and I think she's changed her handle. So I looked her up a while ago because this came up not too long ago as well about female MCOC YouTubers. And I looked her up, but I didn't see anything for her on YouTube, but I did see her on Twitch. Her and Seaton had done a video together too. I think it was just an opening. Quite a while back. But yeah, no, Lakers and Tiffany, if they were consistently, well, yeah, to be 100% honest, if they were streaming, so like today, I got up, had a shower, ate, sat down, okay, I'm going to schedule my stream. If I had seen either of them streaming, I wouldn't be streaming right now. I'd be watching them. But I think, yeah, they are the only two that I can say that for. Because there were a couple times when Lakers still was streaming where I was planning to, and then DJ, and then I saw him streaming, and I decided to wait until after he was done. But outside of MCOC, I don't consistently watch anything on YouTube actually. There's one political commentator, I guess that's what you'd call it, who I watch now and then. I used to quite enjoy her political opinions, and then she kind of got a little bit conspiracy theorist, and it kind of turned me off a bit. Doing splendid. Splendid. Billy is the king of the MCOC community. He makes a big difference helping everyone, and everyone respects him a ton. Yeah. Well, I think, yeah, anybody who's going to spend their time going around supporting, people trying to make a go at the whole YouTubing thing or whatever, right? Like, that's a commitment. The one thing, I was thinking of making a video about it, and then I'm like, it doesn't matter. But, I mean, it does happen from time to time. But if the bigger YouTubers would actively, and it's not their responsibility, but actively look, like when they're done their stream or whatever, actively look for smaller YouTubers to raid. I think it would be beneficial for everyone, not necessarily the bigger YouTuber, because I mean, what are they going to get out of it, other than the community growing, and it helps the smaller YouTubers, so on and so forth. But it is what it is. And I mean, to be fair, it does happen. And I can't really expect somebody, every time they've done a stream, to go and search who's streaming. And I mean, to be fair, I've been rated by, well, Enzo and Lord Shadow rate me pretty consistently. But I've been rated by Ilax, KT1, Seaton, so and all of them definitely benefited me. I've also been rated by people my size or smaller. Like it's all a good thing, but maybe this is my perception, maybe it's inaccurate, but it just kind of feels like there's it's not a them against us kind of thing, but it really feels like the smaller YouTubers are really looking out for one another. As in, you know, when I'm done, I will look for, well, if I remember, for the most part, look for somebody to raid, and most of the smaller YouTubers do it. The bigger YouTubers, yeah, you know, if they remember. And that's one thing I actually quite like about Enzo and Lord Shadow, is that they're not huge, but they're decent size, but they do look out for the smaller YouTubers. And it could just be because they're maybe closer in size to some of the smaller ones than they are to the crazy big ones. But yeah. I still speak to her on Twitter from time to time. Okay. You know they don't, Larry. I'd be putting it up a notch very soon. No, they don't, Larry. What's that in reference to, Billy? Billy? So I think like the more smaller YouTubers. So all of the YouTubers that are, and I mean, you have to start off obviously at 0 or 10 or whatever subscribers, but I think the more that you get to 1,000, the better overall for the game, because then you know like they're becoming monetized. There's more exposure, so more people are going to see them, blah, you know, all that kind of stuff. The one thing though is I don't think necessarily that everybody should be in the CCP. I think people who can contribute. Now, the CCP is a marketing apparatus of Kabam, fair enough. But the player base, the non-content creator, it still allows for a look at what's to come from that. And I think different perspectives are really good too. I always encourage raid with smaller sub, yeah. And I mean, I think there's some circumstances which, fair enough, you know, like if it's a bigger YouTuber, they have somebody who they're actual, like, whether it be real life friends or they got to be friends through the game, and they may try to help out their friend who's starting up, and that's cool. I mean, that's no different than real life, right? Like if you have a friend who's starting up a restaurant or whatever, you're gonna, you know, go with your family and eat there, or tell people to go check it out and stuff. So. But I think Katie is the biggest I watch, most common. I used to watch her a lot, actually. I used to watch her quite a bit. And then I stopped watching MCOC YouTube altogether. And then when I started doing my own YouTubing for it, yeah, I don't watch anybody really. Because like this is the kind of time of day where I would be watching somebody when I'm going through my 6 stars. Then I would be off for a couple hours, like off the computer, watching TV or out or whatever. And then like mid-afternoon, early evening, I might be playing, but I'd probably be watching TV while playing. And then in the evening, it would usually be watching BG, because I don't really watch that much TV later in the evening. So we just have BG in the background for some background sound and doing my thing. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, I used to watch a fair bit of Joel Line too. When he would play that War Max game. Like usually if there was a maintenance or something, or to finish off his stream, he'd play like a half hour or so of War Max. I'd watch that. But it's the same thing, it was just like that sound in the background. I keep going back and forth though, like I think I'm at where I want to be as far as like channel growth and stuff. Because all along it was just to have people to talk to while I'm doing Arena. And for the most part, it's not that often now where I'll be live and there won't be one or two people chatty. So. Because I thought a while ago, like if I actually wanted to grow the channel, like as in subscribers, I think the best way, and maybe the quickest way, is simply to do champion fighting videos. And it's not like you have to be great, just, you know, this champion against that champion. Because those always seem to get views. And it's very, you don't have to put much effort into it. You basically record the fight, upload it, and you'll get views. Still want my favorite MCOC streamer to return, Billy D. Billy D. Gemini, how you doing? I opened a 5-star and it opened empty. Who do I contact? Oh dear. You'd have to put in a ticket to Kabam support. And you can access that just through the cogwheel. So you go there and you got the support tab. So once you hit that, it will open up the ticketing system. And you'll probably need a screenshot too. I'd watch Billy stream 100%. Well, I'm not going to lie and say I would, but I would definitely have his channel in the background like any other. Although, when I do have a channel in the background, it's not like I have multiple, so yeah, Billy would get priority. There you go. Ooh, my phone just got dim. Really dim. Let me see why it got so dim. Oh, it's on. Okay. Oh, I see why, because it's hot. Holy smokes, it's hot. Jeez. I must be playing really hardcore. Beard will get stuck in the keyboard. I have the time, but I can't sit for too long. Yeah, dude, I know what that's like. Did I tell you about something called block intercepting solar? Can't remember. No, you did not. But block intercepting, I'm assuming that's intercepting with a block or blocking with an intercept. Oh, if it's intercepting with a block, yeah, I do that all the time, mistakenly. I was showing it to someone on my ally while they shared screen, and they picked it up really fast. Okay. Yes, let's do this one. I streamed for 6 hours on my 50th, just chatting in the dark with... It's nice. I kept it to myself for a year, but I've finally done a video to share it. Okay, cool. Coolio. So that's one thing, and maybe it's just a me thing, but I find like if you find something kind of niche or whatever, unless you're like a big YouTuber, people don't really notice or pay attention. It's hitting into the opponent's block at a slower speed, so they retaliate but get punished by your combo. Oh, okay, okay. So would that be useful for Massacre now? Ooh, forgot about her. I ain't gonna die thing. No, you are gonna die. Yeah. I'm getting 90% plus success rate with it. Cool. I used to hit into their block a lot more. I don't now. It's usually 1 or 2 hits into the block, and then oh, wait. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay. I guess that's what I get when I don't pay attention to what changes happen to a champion. Huh, okay. There's loads of different things it helps with, yeah. You're nutso. No. No. Helps with close encounters to keep up the regen, aggression, fury, cut down on block damage. Okay. Yeah, definitely I can see with the keeping rogue stolen, but yeah. Oh, that would be a big benefit for sure. For rogue, because that is one of her, like, that time frame where she needs to be making contact, they need to increase that for her. I think that would be the biggest single buff they could give to her. Wow, Billy. Wow. Okay. Who missed me? Hello. I don't know. Who missed you? I'm kind of wondering about Man Falcon though. I know he was on somebody's stream yesterday, but I don't know if that was, and I'm pretty sure it was after the earthquake, but I don't know because I think that there's been others since the initial report I saw. I have no idea how close he is to the coast or anything like that, so because there were tsunami warnings for New Zealand. But I would think if you're not close to the coast, that wouldn't be too much of a concern. Oh, that was terrible timing. I wanted to wait until the cloak wore off the first time and then try to get in there. Fire. Also, it is effective at forcing specials out of them, so no more being backed up in your corner dancing. Okay. Well, hopefully get some traction. It sounds like it'd be pretty useful, so. You know what's interesting? Before the earthquake in 2005, I don't think tsunamis were like really considered all that. Like, I mean, it was known to be dangerous, but like the one in 2005 like did a ton of damage and like killed what, 250,000 people or something. It was crazy. And after that, like now it's, you know, when somebody says tsunami, it's taken seriously. But hey Solar, can you MCOC by tier list video? I'm not too sure what you mean by that. Newsman. Tron, open your camera? Why would I need to open my camera? Hey, down she goes. Oh, we might be getting new offers today too, eh? Or did we get offer? Oh, yeah, no, we just got the early access bundle yesterday. It's more fun to while than play. Okay. Okay. So how you been, Parasite? What's new and exciting? I think. Yeah. Okay. That's probably gonna be the best bet. So that will be the best. It's always an exciting day. Oh, he got me. He got me. Oh well, I got him back. So I think I might, if I do stream twice today, it will be the opposite of what I did yesterday. Because yesterday I started with the event quest and then finished, like the second stream was arena. So it might be the other way today. Started doing arena first and then event quest later on. I have a little bit more cavalier difficulty to do. I dare you to open one of the best crystals you have, only one? Okay. You can dare me. I'm not going to do it. I am going to be opening crystals at the end of the month, though, when the 6-star basic updates. I'll be opening the 6-star crystals and the 6-star nexus. Now just variant 1 and variant 3 to be completed. Okay. Okay. Like your first go through or your exploration. Ibrahim, how you doing? How is the day coming along? Make it a YouTube? Yeah, I will. I will record the opening. And I think I don't, like, I appreciate anybody who subscribes and stuff like that, but I mean, it's not my objective. So I don't, people be like, oh, the 300 sub goal or the 500 sub goal or whatever kind of thing, like to entice more subscribers. I don't really care, and I'm not going to make an announcement about it or anything like that. And I was intending to do it anyways, but I'm going to wait until 500 subs, and then I'm going to do a stream where I open the 5-star Nexus crystals. Currently, I have 3. And I think we have one more coming from this side event, so should have at least 4 by the time I get to 500 subs. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do for a stream. Open those, and the chat will get to pick who I select. I have 100%, just variant 6. First, I am completing everything first. Okay. I see. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I don't know if I'm like OCD or just whatever, but I usually like to when I do something completed in sections. So like the first chapter, do 100% and so on and so forth. Ibrahim, well, thank you for the subscription. Wow, I enticed you to subscribe just within 3 minutes of being here. Wow. By the way, I'm okay. Very good. Oh, so wait, are you saying that I have to actually be thanking Hussam? And you both play the game. Okay. Who's got the better account? You brought me to your live. Oh, well, thank you, Guzman. I see. So we're late chatting back and saying hello, hands full of size. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if yeah, I suppose doing a live opening would be more interesting, just because you could see the reaction. But I don't really have many reactions. Like, I'm not gonna get too sad. I'm not gonna get too happy. So, video and doing it live, it's gonna be the same thing pretty much. Let him open your crystal. Did he bring you luck? Oh, hey, Guzman. Let me see. I think I have a crystal opening video that just went live, like right now. Hang on. I get it, bad characters. hang on. Un momento. Because I think I had it scheduled for today by this kind of time. So let me see. Oh, maybe not. Wait, today is Friday, right? Yes, it is. Oh. Okay, that's weird. One momento. Oh, yes. Yeah, that did go live, but I don't see it on my thing. But yeah, Guzman, there is a crystal opening video on my channel that just went live. See, because you're usually asking me to open a crystal, so there you go. And I opened several crystals in that video, so. Okay. I see why I didn't see it. It just went live 47 seconds ago, so okay. Yeah, so I scheduled it for 11 a.m. Let's get out of that. And I'm going to do this last fight, restart the game, and just see if there's any offers up. Live opening is fun, actually, but we need at least 20 members watching it. Yeah. Well, I think too, for live opening, like, you want to advertise it a bit. Like, you want to, either say, like now, for example, oh, there's going to be an opening Sunday, or, like how I schedule the stream to go live. Like, it pops up 30 minutes before I'm actually live. So, like, doing that, a fair bit in advance and stuff, but I'm not that organized. Okay, I'm going to get out of these two as well. See if we get any new offers. The one that I will do that for, though, will be the whenever I open the arena crystals. Simba, what's going now? How's your day coming along? Oh, this is interesting how they're doing stuff like this now. All right, because this goes to the updates section. Okay. For a limited time, offers are available to allow you to increase your champion signature ability, though, so blah, 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 blah. All right, so let's see. Are you kidding me? 5 6-star 6 stones for $14? So I'm guessing that's 10 US. Your day's going slow? It can be organized. You need mods for it? For the... No, I meant organized as in, like, just preparing it. Like, knowing I'm going to do it, advertising it, so on and so forth. $10? Yeah, $10. Yeah, I figured as much. Oh, now that's interesting too. So it's, huh. So the 6-star Sig 1, which is generic 6 stars. So you could get 20 in total for $40. Hmm. I wonder if BG is going to make a video about how unfair that is to free-to-play players. uh, 4-star. Okay. I get that they have to put out, like if they're going to put out a 6-star Seekstone offer, they have to also put out a 5-star and a 4-star. But I can't see now. Okay, I realize that my account isn't necessarily the same as somebody not Thronebreaker or whatever. But yeah, like what? There's no way I'm gonna be buying the 4-star Seekstone offer. I've got 4-star Seekstones in overflow. I'm running out of 4 stars to use. The 5 stars there, I'm almost maxed out on the 5-star generic. Yeah, 99. I mean, yeah, like they've got to put the offers out. I think what they should have done was increase what you're getting, not the price, but increase what you're getting for the 6-star Seekstone one, and there should be a price difference between the 6-star and the 5-star. They shouldn't both be $14. I'm back. Well, welcome back, Kuzma. So I don't really know why they don't use the. Okay. Open up your Dante's. What's that? What? Your donations? I don't have any donations. I don't do donation. You have to be at 1,000 subs, I think, before you can do super chats, and you can. Oh, do you mean like to make it available for people to be able to donate? Is that what you mean? Maybe at some point, but. Oh yeah, okay, because yeah, I could do like the Streamlabs thing or whatever, but no. Maybe when I get to 1,000 subs, I would if I'm still doing it at that point in time. But there's no need for people to be sending me money. Yeah. It's a nice thought, but yeah, no. I think. Oh no, I do have. I have a PayPal that I think I think I was in like 15 or something when I created the account. I don't know if I've ever used it actually. No, I did because I needed PayPal. So I bought a disc. Oh, this is like way back when. It was a like a CD player, but it would play CDs with MP3s. And at the time, it was like so cool. But that's why I had a PayPal account. So that was the only. I don't even know. Oh, it may have been from eBay. And at the time, I think the only way I could do a transaction. Can I make you admin for $1 No. No. I would not be modding people. Yeah, no. But yeah, I think at the time, the only way. No, you know what? It wasn't. It was because at the time I was like 14 or 15, so I didn't have a credit card. So the only way I could do a transaction on eBay was through PayPal, and that's why I opened the PayPal account. But it was to buy the it was an MP3 player that could play MP3 CDs. But I could, yeah. Ibrahim and Guzman, it's all good. Don't worry about the donating. I have to go to class, BRB, in an hour. All right. Have a good one. Set up a Cash App version when 1,000 subs. Yo money, no. Yo money. I am not. I am good solar. All right. If I ever do the donation thing and people actually donate, half of whatever I donate, I'm gonna end up doing as giveaways at the end of the month. So, but I guess I'll have to have that in the description or something. How I intend that to work. But I don't think I need to worry about that for quite a while. So we won't get into that idea. Well, yeah, the game will definitely still be going by then, but I don't know if I would still be. I think I'd probably still be YouTubing something. I don't know if I'd still be playing the game. Yeah. Maybe you can get donations and do a give up like yeah, that's what I was intending. Initially, what I was thinking was okay. So here's the idea. Basically, so like once you're monetized, 2G, what's going on? 2G for you. How is your day coming along? So yeah, so the idea was once you're at 1,000 subs, you can receive super chats. People can donate through YouTube, so on and so forth. Or now what I could do is put the link to like the PayPal thing through Streamlabs, blah blah blah. And then also at 1,000 subs, your videos can get monetized by commercials running on them and stuff. So what I was thinking was anything that people donate. Now YouTube would get a cut. I don't know how the Streamlabs one works. I don't know if it's the full amount or it's still a percentage. But basically, at the end of every month, look at what my actual profit was. So for example, like if somebody donated $10 through super chats, I wouldn't get $10. I think I would get 70 or $7. So then the idea would be once I would get 100, $50 would be giveaways. So if it was in a month, if I got 500, then $250 would be giveaways. But that's the idea. Don't go for Streamlabs? No? Good, and you? Let us discuss, not here. I'll somehow communicate with you. Alright, fair enough. But yeah, I mean, that's all an idea now. And like I said, I don't know if I'll still be streaming MCOC stuff by the time that could happen. But if I'm still doing YouTube and it's at a point where I can receive donations for whatever it is, that would be the idea. Like whatever I get from donations, half would go back to whoever's donating. I mean, not necessarily the same person, but the people viewing this stuff. I don't know how this stuff works either. And to be honest, I'm not even sure if you can do that. So I mean, this is all an idea. I would, if I ever get to that point, I'd look into it before going ahead with that. I think. Oh wait, no, because you can ask for donations. So I'm just thinking, like doing that. I don't know if that would be seen as I don't know. It's a long ways off. Let's pray you're still streaming. I'll send you my line ID in game. Let's not discuss the details here. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just talking about like an idea, not of how it would actually work, because I have no idea how it would work. Because then also there'd be the thing of, like, my stuff would be Canadian funds, whereas it would be. Oh no, I guess that would be fine for gift cards though. There we go. I started thinking of that when I was doing the unit giveaway over the gifting event around Christmas. I'd kind of thought of it before then, but I didn't really know how it would work. And then seeing how the unit giveaway worked, and it worked pretty well. Granted, I mean, it wasn't, we didn't have a ton of people, so it made it easier. So that's why I kind of started thinking of that. Let's see here. Do this. And that. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, well, I guess that's just how this is going to go. That's just how it's going to go. Alright, we're almost done the 6 stars, so that's good. We're getting there, we're getting there. Okay. Alright. Solar is a rank 60 Symbiote Supreme, rank 60 Red Skull, good. Red Skull, probably not so much. But Symbiote Supreme's pretty good. He has some good uses. So if you had to decide which one to put like T1A or T4B into, Symbiote Supreme would probably be the better of the two. Oh. She got me. If you're going that route, plus a very good up you every 50, you may could give 10 back as a play card or app store card. Have a counter on screen, 1 for you, 2 for me. Okay. We here go. Is both. The CIGR are a good first rank 5 star. Yeah, he would be. Yeah, no, he on his own CGR is definitely good. There's just a couple synergies that would really help him. They're not required. Depending where you are, I don't know how applicable he would be for Act 6. He'd definitely be useful for a lot. But I think lower, like Act 5, Act 4, he'd be really good. I'm trying to think of the variants. He could be useful for the cosmic portion of Variant 1. Variant 2, not so much. Variant 3, not so much. He'd be okay for his specific portion of Variant 4. Variant 5, you're not going to get any use out of him. Variant 6, you're not going to get any use out of him. So yeah, you're not going to get much use out of him for the variants. Act 7, there are a couple places. Cosmic Cavalier, absolutely. Yeah. Well, I mean, as your first rank 5 star, right? So meaning you don't have a ton of resources, you probably don't have a ton of options. Because if it's your first one, you want them to be pretty versatile where you could use it at a lot of places. And I'm just thinking, like, from my perspective, I currently really only use them for farming. And in 7.1, I didn't have him when I was doing 7.1, so he wasn't an option to me. 2G is just uncollected now. Yeah. So then in your case, that would be a good option. It was him or Cap IW. It was Cap I. Yeah, he would be better over Cap IW for where you are. Cap IW is going to last you longer though, and he's going to also benefit your team more. But Cosmic Ghost Rider will also be good for Biohazard. He'd also be good if you've got a node with Incinerate. Cap IW is going to need to be awakened with high Sig. So if it was somebody asking about a 6-star or, they got multiple 5 stars, they're getting, he can't do cap difficulty. Yeah, so that's why I'm kind of, not necessarily beating around the bush, but kind of taking my time because, and not that, whatever I say is what you're going to do, but I don't, it's an important decision for where you are in your account and your progression. So that's why I'm kind of thinking it out. Okay, here, I'll put it this way. If I were in your shoes, I would do it. There we go. That's the easiest answer. Yeah, so if I were in your shoes between him and Cap IW, I would do it. Cap IW is going to need to be awakened. He's going to need to be high Sig. He will benefit your team, but you're going to have to build your team around him sometimes. Whereas Cosmic Ghost Rider, he's good to go as is. Doesn't need to be awakened. Because he doesn't need to be awakened, the Sig level isn't going to be too critical. The awaken ability isn't bad, for sure. But yeah, no, he will make fights easier. He'll make them quicker. Yeah. For Cap IW. Sig isn't too bad, but I think you want to be at least like 100-ish, 120. You want like over 60%. So that, more than half the time that you're parrying, you're getting the benefits of it. Also, Cap IW, because he, like where you would use him in particular, you wouldn't necessarily, you would bring him in to get a specific job done, like a fight here and there, in which case you don't need him at max rank. You want somebody at max rank that you see using a lot. If you've got a lot of Act 4 to do, a lot of Act 5, maybe beginning of 6.1, you could be using CGR a lot, in which case, yeah, having him at rank 5 is going to definitely be beneficial, so I would do it. Ooh, I almost messed that up. Who's been here just chats with you, Solar never responds or answers others. You're like magnetism to him. It's all good. He's a man of mystery. CGR has damn good prestige than Cap IW, to be honest. Oh, yeah? Okay. But at that point, you're not really too concerned about prestige, right? Until you're like, what, top 250, top 150. Even top 250, not so much. So top 150, top 90 is when you want to start considering prestige. Prior to that, yeah, I wouldn't concern myself with it too much. And also alliances at that point, I don't think you're going to be too concerned about it. If anything, at that point, you'd probably be better off making rank ups for defense rather than for prestige. Oh, you son of a gun! Actually, let's take a look at it, because I'm not aware of his prestige at all. So let's have a look. Let's have a Kia. Well, there we go. Make this a little bit bigger. Should be able to see it there. So let's look at Cosmic 5, rank 5. Cosmic Ghost Rider is the 6th overall for rank 5, 5-star Cosmics. See what he maxes out at. He maxes out at 10.6. Okay. Let's have a look at Cap IW. Cap IW. Ooh. 14th overall for science. He is maxing out at 10-3. Okay, yeah, 300 difference between those two. And you said your cap is at 70. So he'd be between 96 and 97. Okay, so 96, 97 cap IW. Look at Cosmic Ghost Rider. Between 60 and 80. 92 and 94. Wait, what did I say for cap? 92, 94. Cap IW. Oh, okay. So cap IW scales worse for prestige. So at the lower SIG, he's actually higher. Okay. So if, yeah, no, that wouldn't be the way to do that anyways. You'd want to be considering the higher SIG stones. But like I said, at that point, that's not going to be too big of a concern anyways. Okay. Because he is useless with low SIG. Yeah, I don't. Oh well, no, I was using cap IW for the Ghost Rider boss in Cav difficulty because he has stun vulnerability, which cap IW will do a ton of damage on his heavies, and his L2 will stun the opponent, which more time to do damage under that stun vulnerability. The other one I was kind of considering for that to try was to take in Domino with Massacre to increase the stun duration and then get more hits in. I should actually try that. Because yeah, like doing that, I wouldn't need to take in Red Hulk because Ghost Rider is Incinerate immune, so the Red Hulk portion would do nothing for the boss anyways. The only thing is taking in 2 champions just for the boss. Whereas Cap IW, it's just him that I'm taking, so. What about incursions? Oh, Cosmic Ghost Rider is really good for incursions. My 6-star Terax and Dormammu. I like Dormammu. Eventually, I will take him to R2. I have him as a R5 5-star. So he'll probably never go to R3. Terax. I don't even think I have Terax as a 5-star. So I don't really know anything about him. But for what I do know about Terax, the little I know, he doesn't seem that useful. So yeah, in your case, I would definitely put your resources toward Cosmic Ghost Rider. And in a sense, he kind of has a little bit of power control. Once you get to 5 damnation, so power lock them. If you pair him with Punisher 2099, he'll prevent them for a short time from getting 3 bars of power. Basically what happens is they get 3 bars of power, then he decreases it by 5%, 10%, and he power locks them. So, I mean, it's not really power control throughout the fight, it's just a matter of preventing their L3 for a short bit of time. But for the most part, if you're getting to an L2 and you just need like a couple more hits to get your L2, so obviously you want to prevent them from throwing their L3, usually your L2 is going to kill them. So the battery mechanic kind of stuff, yeah. I don't use the Punisher 2099 synergy often. I do when farming sometimes when I'm going in Act 5, Chapter 3, quests. Wait. What the heck? Yeah. Act 5, Chapter 3, Quest 6. When I'm going the bottom path to get revives, have it so because the opponents, well, both you and the opponent, you only use half your energy when you throw your specials. And so when the opponent throws their special, they still have half of their power. So you really gotta watch out for that. So Punisher 2099 is good for that. So they could get to an L3, but he'll prevent it from, being a full L3, which will give you, for the most part, enough time to finish off the fight. It's really good for the Vision fight and for the Hyperion on that lane. Unit farming kind of stuff, that's usually safe. Yeah. And if you can get to a non-dexed L2, you're probably going to finish the fight. Oh, not that obviously farming, not that that's going to be a priority, but 2G, I have a video of farming 536 with Cosmic Ghost Rider, the 4-star, 5-star, and 6-star. The 5-star that I'm using is a rank 3, so that could give you an idea of what that's capable of. Because the rank 3 5-stars getting those fights done really quick. And 536, if you're not using a science champion, your attack rating is cut in half. And yet Cosmic Ghost Rider still gets through it really, really fast. He gets through it faster than Aegon. Aegon will get through it fast the higher his combo, but his first 2 fights is relatively slow, whereas Cosmic Ghost Rider doesn't have that limitation. Very first fight, he's good to go. So. All right, now. Wow, that is really, I'm really far behind because of how I started off the 6-star arena yesterday. Good to know. To make sure I don't do that again. Which chapter for revive farming in Act 5? Which chapter? Chapter 3. No, 5, 3. Yeah, chapter 3. Wait. Yes, chapter 3. Act 5, chapter 3, quest 6. Yeah. And actually, right now, there's a revive on it, on the bottom path. So I got a revive there to pick up. I picked up, there was a energy refill up here between Jugs and Mordo. I picked that up before I started on the arena nonsense. We're at 13 energy, so it wouldn't really be worth it. But if before the stream is done and you're still around, I'll go to Vision and with Punisher 2099, and you'll see how that pays off. Yeah, so for the Vision and the Hyperion in particular, it really helps. And AQ is done. Yeah, AQ is done. Completely clear. Coolio. Let me see. See if everybody is done. Yeah, cool. Alright, now back to the 5 stars. So we just got 1.5 million to do for this. 5 stars are completely done. Completely done. Usman, are you still here? So I'm looking at the video for the crystal opening. Usman, there's only 3 views. I have a feeling you haven't viewed it. And yet you're always asking me to open up crystals. Alright, I see how it is. Let's do this. He's incinerate resistant, right? Ooh, I don't know if any of you are on my Discord, but if you are, I might be streaming the final episode of WandaVision later this afternoon, and then I'll probably be streaming, oh dear, what's it called? Raya and the Last Dragon. It's an animated movie, but probably watch that with my niece and nephew, so. And we'll have that in the movie and TV viewing channel, so if you're on Discord and want to check out either of those out later on today, feel free. And if you haven't joined my Discord, well, what are you doing with your life? Oh, you son of a gun. Okay, yeah, so he's incinerate resistant. Actually, that looked, it is released, yeah. I was eagerly waiting for its release. Oh, yeah? Okay. Yeah, I saw it and it looked cute. I would probably watch it, but I figured it'd be something my niece and nephew were into, so told them when it came out I would get it and we could watch it over Discord, so. I think my niece would probably be into it more than my nephew, but what was the last movie we went to? I think the last movie we went to was the Spider-Verse one, actually. And I was quite interested. My niece liked it more than my nephew, and yet my nephew used to be like a huge Spider-Man fan. And my niece has never been into comic books, but yeah, she liked the Spider-Verse one a lot more. Oy. Okay. Well, I guess we're fighting Nick. Nicholas. Either way would be fine, really. You know, it's kind of unfortunate. I wanted Namor really bad when he first came out, and I spent about 12,000 units on half crystals for him. When I first got him, I used him a fair bit. The main reason I wanted him was for War for Thorns. And yeah, so I used him for a fair bit, but I hardly ever use him now. So, lesson learned. Not really. Well, I'm assuming that you must already have access to the movie Parasite. But if not, you want to watch it later, be streaming it on Discord. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, dude. No way. Wait, okay, let me see. Oh, that's gonna not work. Damn it. I did that at the exact wrong moment. I needed to wait until now. Oh, and now you're not gonna run at me? Let's see how it is, bro. Let's see. There we go. Cool. I'm using him regularly. Yeah, well, if I come across something with thorns or like an electro or something like that, then yeah, I do, but Outside of that, not really. Although even Electro, or Thorns, or Magic, I end up using Omega Red. AC, what's going down? What is shakalackin'? Let's go with this. I'm doing okay. Can't complain. Just slogging through this arena nonsense. Just getting her done. Getting her done. Maybe. Yeah, I might do a couple paths for cav difficulty this afternoon, just trying to get to that P5CC Nexus. So all I need to be able to do here. Okay, well maybe it's not going to matter. I don't think this is going to finish it. Alright. Get in the hood. This, it's funny, this used to be like the synergy team. Let's do this. Any of you think we're going to see any crazy 6 stars in the next 6-star feature? Like Hyperion or Blade or Medusa. You think we'll see any of those? Could make it interesting. As for the new champs, I don't know. I mean, Strife will be there. Would Spider-Ham be? I'm not sure if Spider-Ham would be. I even forgot that this Synergy team still exists. They were too OP. Yeah, dude, they were. You know, with the Masacre buff, that's making the Masacre, Red Hulk, Domino Synergy team better. Because both Domino and Red Hulk have their uses. Masacre is kind of the wet noodle of that team. But with his buff, you know, he's going to have a pretty decent use. So that synergy team overall has gone up in value. And that was my first 6-star synergy team. I was holding on to Red Hulk and Massacre for a long time, missing the Domino. And then I was also holding on to Wasp, Hood, and Ant-Man for a long time, missing the Ghost. Finally got Ghost, so that's another 6-star synergy team. I don't think there's... Oh, and then the Corvus, Nebula, and Proxima one. I've had that for a while, though. And then the Nick and DPX, I've had that for a while. Oh, well, it's a 6-star. Nick, no, I've had Nick as a 6-star for a while, actually. Ooh, that's a pretty decent synergy, especially, well, more so if you're running Suicides. I have 6-star Wasp and Hood, R4 waiting for Ghost. Yeah, man. I keep going back and forth about, like, I want Ghost Awaken for sure, but I keep going back and forth if I would use the generic gem. I definitely use a class gem on her, but my only conundrum is whether or not I'd use the generic on her. I think, as far as I can think now, there's only one champion that would definitely get the generic, and that would be Omega Red. And I don't see pulling in anyone else that would really need an awakening. I suppose Nick, but I mean, I have the 5-star awakened high Sig. Usually he's just there for the synergy, not using him to fight. If I wasn't running Suicides, I would probably use him to fight more, which would then increase the value of the 6-star, but because I'm not using them to fight, I'm just using them for synergies. The value is a little decreased for what his actual usefulness is. Thor, Hulk, Doctor Strange were the bomb. Yeah. Now that they're a higher star, bring them back to life. Yeah, the way they were. I don't know. Well, Hulk, I don't know if Hulk was so much one of the big ones, but like Thor, Scarlet Witch, Wolverine. I don't know if they will buff them, because if they do, it kind of puts into question. Well, no, I mean, it's a long time ago. But then the nerfing of them from the whole 12.0 thing seems a bit silly, right? Like, why nerf somebody just to later on make them good again? But yeah, to make them relevant now, they do need some love for sure. Doctor Strange especially. And you know, it's interesting because their reasoning behind it was that you had, you know, a few champions that were so powerful that that's, you know, all you used. But I think that's kind of where we are now. There's no way they could try doing something like they did with 12.0 though. Yeah, there's no way. But like a Quake, a Ghost, Corvus, there's probably like another 2, 3 that if you've got them, you're set. But yeah, there's no way. But I think that's why they're introducing things to kind of hinder Ghost here and there. Like with Angela, with her rework where she can cause an armor break without touching the opponent. Like that's directly to counter Ghost. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do that. Wow, not very often where I'm going 2 matches with class disadvantage. Class disadvantage, but in both cases, the matchup is in my favor. Mm-hmm. So I think on this one, I'm going to hold my L2 until I'm closer. Okay, well, I'm not really going to need to. I was going to hold my L2 until he was closer to his L2, just in case I screwed up the timing. But V3 is R1 and made that whole idea irrelevant. Irrelevant. Oi! I was in the midst of throwing the last hit of that combo and I just stood there. Okay. I guess that does happen from time to time.
Seeing all the reasons we should forget about this place, but I don't want to leave here if you're just gonna stay. Changing like the seasons.
So we're about 870,000 away, finishing 5 stars. Okay, we're getting there, slowly but surely. You know, one of these times I need to pay attention to the images at the bottom that change, because I've added some other files, but I don't know if it's been updating the changing, like if with the files added, if the new characters are showing up. They should be, because it's just a matter of like working off of whatever's in the folder. So as the folder updates, it should automatically change the slideshow. Probably also reduce the transition time too. This is the first time in a long time I've actually paid attention to it, so. Alright, Parasite. I'll be here. Man Falcon, how you doing? I've been wondering about you. How are things going? Yeah, this. I was talking about you at the start of the stream. So did you feel anything from the shaking? I'm assuming if you're not close to the coast, the tsunami warning wouldn't be too worrisome. You know, something like New Zealand or Australia, like the coast would be affected, but you know, it wouldn't necessarily affect the entire country necessarily. But like where my parents are, it's such a small island if that were like, yeah, a tsunami would basically go over the entire country. And then my parents are actually quite close to the water, although everybody is close to the water because, you know, there's not much area other than that. The things are moving along. Didn't feel any of it. Same island, but that was on the east coast out of Unway. Oh, okay. Okay. So do you know if there were any evacuations from the east or anything? They just got like a warning, like, to, you know, keep your eyes open kind of thing. Wait, so if it's the east coast, is that facing Australia or facing the ocean? Yeah. Yeah. But good to know all is well with you. Oh, need to release that a little bit sooner. Just a... Oh, really? Well then. Hey. Huh. I expected her to click me like that. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Come on, man. Well then. Here we go. Get surfboards and wave at the sea. Not sure, I don't follow any news. East is Pacific, west is Aussie. Okay. Side, and we share the Tasman Sea. Okay. So I can't heavy him, but now I can. This should be it. Yes, yes indeed. L2 would have probably done pretty good there too. Funny Bill, I asked my surfer mate if he was keen to ride a tsunami. He said no. Guess that new GF has been behaving. Yeah. Yeah, I was in Sri Lanka. Like, so the tsunami there was in... Was it Christmas Eve? It was either Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve of 2004. Yeah, I think it was in 2004. And then I was there in March of 2005, and I was quite surprised at like how much damage was still, like how many buildings were still like destroyed, and roadways and railways, and yeah, it was pretty crazy. I don't think that Sri Lanka was even, like, in compare. Well, Indonesia I think was the hardest hit, but definitely destruction in Sri Lanka too. Okay, got her done. Could have probably finished off with an L1 there. Would have done him in. But we are done anyways. Anyways. Boy. That's a pretty good chunk, eh? Ooh. And people don't love dumb. Oh, so Billy, I think you were saying something about an update being available for Android, but not iOS. I think it's available for iOS now. But I'm gonna wait to update until after I've done these incursions. And once we're done with the incursions, then yeah, I'll update. But prior to that, riding that wave, submarine to the left. You know what? I don't know if I've ever tried using Ghost for stealthy. It seemed to be similar to Domino with the 2-hit. Let's see. Get through this buster. See how this starts out. Okay. Yeah, so it's similar to Domino. Alright. Okay, that's fine then. Just a matter of pausing before you go in for the initial hit on them. People are complaining that the love potions are not expiring. Why would you complain about that? Just have the extra health pots in your inventory and be quiet about it. Jeez. I got it. Yeah, I don't get that at all. Like, why would you have the resources to? I mean, obviously, spam nodes, but why would you have the resources there that are supposed to be gone? And you're going to be like, why do I still have these? Why would you post about that? Oh, my lord. You know, I wish, obviously not going to be the case. I really wish, but like one of the, and I know that the 4 mods don't have control over the in-game stuff, but I wish one of them would respond and be like, oh, we'll remove that for you right now. We'll leave it for everyone else, but we'll remove it for you because, you know, it's a problem. Oy, yay, yay. Hey, that doesn't happen as much as it used to, where I used to run into their, well, it used to be their specials, but this time it was the heavy. I used to do that all the time. Okay. And down it goes. How much longer are you on for solar? They changed my bail so I can go between 7 a.m. and 8 p.m. Oh, it feels weird being public if you don't like it. Wait, so like you can be out for basically 13 hours now? Or just a 2-hour frame within that time? But I am probably here for about another 20 minutes or so. I might be back later on early afternoon, so in about 4 hours or so. Might do a couple paths of the event quest. But for this arena nonsense, probably about 20 minutes. Oh no, it will be it will be a bit longer. I'm going to do some of the 4 stars as well. So probably another 45 minutes. So I'm not going to get much done with the 4 stars if I'm not reading. So. And for the most part, I have people to talk to, so makes it go faster. May as well take advantage of that. Although I have 2 movies and a TV show to watch, but I prefer to do the 3 stars when doing that. The 3 or the 4 stars. Wait, today your day of freedom? I thought it was yesterday. Oh no, that's right. It's my Friday. It's Saturday morning for you, right? It's like 8 a.m. for you, Saturday? Ooh, let's send out the help requests. Help us. Yep, 13 hours. Oh, every day. Okay. Cool. Reappear March 19th. They offered me a deal, but I want to say no on principle. It's a good crappy deal if that makes sense. So no felony charges, but pick up 3 misdemeanors. Okay. But would it mean, so misdemeanors, does that mean that you would end up with a criminal record or no? No criminal record. And the game has stopped. Okay, so reboot it and I will.
Jack it up. Jack it up.
All right, 2G. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. Have a good one. Have a good one. Let's see where we were. Yeah. We're still on 5 stars. Yeah. That's what to do here. Got some stuff on my. Okay. But with the deal, that would mean that you're back to regular freedom, though? No house arrest? So, if you were set free, like a bird to spread your wings, do you figure you'd be out more? Or just you'd be able to come and go as you want? What is going down, Simba? You're back. Oh, just a little bit too fast. Oi. Oh, Mr. King, I think there's a new update available. I think it's the patch. I don't know what it's the patch, but I'm gonna wait until after I've got the incursion stuff done. I don't know if that's what it's addressing, but I prefer to wait just in case. Not sure. Lawyer is saying my bail would cover the sentencing, so I would still be recluse, but can come and go. Okay. Like when you finish, I'm going to get a coffee and then back home. Okay. I'm gonna let Bri know. Let me just see, because I haven't looked, but let me just see if it's available for iOS. Oh. Oh, wait. This is the thing, right? Can't also chat there? Oh. Okay, well, I don't see it for... It's not showing that I have an update. Oh, wait. No. It's not showing I have an update, so maybe it is just Android still. Simba, King of the Lions, the crappy NFL team from Detroit either. So you done class for the day, or you still have class and you're just on a break? We'll do that. You know, I always find it funny how often Proxima starts off with the intercept mission. Because of the 3 missions, that is the most difficult to get. Like the other 2 to just basically heavy or parry, right, that's easy. But doing the intercept one, it can be, you know, because the AI needs to cooperate. And for whatever reason, especially in Arena, it seems that's the one that is usually the first up. You just checked no update? iOS you're using? Because the form thing... oh, and also, there's somebody complaining that they still have love potions that are available. Yes, yeah, okay, so maybe it's just not iOS. Yeah, so the person posted about 20 minutes ago. Yeah, dude. When I first saw it, I said, I wish that like the the forum moderators don't have any interaction with the stuff in game. But I wish one of them were to post and be like, oh, we'll remove that for you. Just give us a second. Last day of AQ today, thank goodness. I think a couple people are getting the boot. Yeah, I think it seems like there's a lot of that going down. It's going down, Lawrence. You have returned, have you? Okay. Yeah, it seems like a lot of alliances are currently going through a thing of needing to get rid of the riffraff. I think overall, though, people are just losing interest in the game. So, you're not as interested to log in as frequently and stuff, or keep up with what's going on. The accent. Hmm. The things don't expire until the heart crystals expire. It's in the mail when it all started. But I think on the potions, I think it says good before March 3rd. Now, that could be just like a regular best before date. Or yeah, best before March 3rd or something like that. Because a best before date doesn't mean that it's expired. It just means that it's reliable until that time. It's fun. I don't know if it's people that want to post just for the sake of posting, or they're because even if they were trying to screw over others, they screw over themselves too. So yeah, I don't know what that's all about. I don't think I have any more love potions, so I'm not actually going to be able to look. No, I don't. I used all of them earlier because I thought they were going to be gone. I don't think it was something we could buy either, right? No. Yeah. So I definitely don't. Oh, wait, is it under roadmap? Yeah, okay. So I definitely don't have any. Oh, I should have had some of the smaller ones though. Let's see. Brian Perkins has threatened to kick me if I don't get more active. Well, Lawrence, get active. He did the same to me after completing me. Okay. I'm playing. I think he's working a ton at the moment and under pressure. Under pressure. Lawrence Clark. How many people has he kicked from his alliance now? I really want to pull 10k 6-star shards from the keep. Yeah, I bet, eh? Complimenting. Oh. Well, maybe he's just, like, okay, so I have no idea what his criteria would be or whatever. But maybe he's just giving warnings to everybody he doesn't feel is active enough or something. Not hit. Oh, we're almost done the 5 stars. I don't think I've gotten any shards from the Thronebreaker dailies. Definitely no 6-star shards. I may have gotten 5-star shards, but it was so few that it wasn't memorable. So I think the thing with for him though too is that it's not just a matter of activity in War and AQ. I think he also wants activity for like Summoner Advancement, the 3-day Alliance events. So I don't know if it's as prevalent anymore, but I know it used to be that alliances would have minimums. Like you had to meet, a medium score for whatever it is. And if not, there were consequences. Like that's why Joel Line was removed for Loki. Like they had a dual expectation, and I think he didn't meet that, so he was let go. No, yeah, I know he doesn't do minimums, but that's what I'm saying. Alliances used to. I don't know if many alliances do anymore. Like, I don't think For Loki does. My old alliance, we used to have a minimum for the 3-day completion event. We would pretty much always meet it anyways, even though you had a lot of people who didn't get the minimum, but then you had a lot of people that were far beyond the minimum. So it ended up working out overall. uh, I feel wow, I talk lots. I feel like for the most part, you don't need minimums or do this, do that. It's to me, it's simply you want to play the game. This is where you want to play the game. If you don't want to play the game, find somewhere else. Like that's how I see it. Oh, and Mr. J Rock a raid. Okay. Boss Lady, Dexter, Captain, J Rock himself. How y'all doing? Thanks for the raid, Mr. J Rock. Appreciate it. How is Variant 6 coming along for you? I saw you knocking that out there. Are you enjoying Variant 6, or is it more, oh, I've got to get it done? Starting them a couple hours late so boss can start with it is a waste of many moves. Alright, back to school. See you later, Solar. And everyone. Alright, Mr. Simba, have a good one. Learn something. No problem. Variant 6 is going well. Chapter 2 in the books. Very good. Very good. So you just got Chapter 3 to go. Excellent. Yeah, I quite liked Variant 6. I didn't mind Variant 5, but I much preferred Variant 6. I just like the idea of being able to bring in everybody you want, even if you can't use them, but that you can utilize those synergies, which I did not like that you couldn't for Variant 5. So are you just doing a chapter a day? Like, are you gonna do the final chapter tomorrow, or just whenever you get time or feel like it kind of thing? Okay, I'm gonna go get coffee. I was up till 3 a.m. doing stupid AQs. Set up at 7ish. I feel wrecked. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I bet. Alright, yeah, I'll be here for a bit longer. We'll be going at it a bit longer. Oh, wait. Also, Variant 6. There's the Awakening Gem. No, the Awakening Gem is early on, isn't it? It's completion. But there's also the Fortify. Which one is Variant 6? This one, right? Yes. Okay, yeah. So there's the 45 class gem. Okay, the Awakening, the T5CC. Okay. So what are you hoping for the Awakening and the T5CC? What are you hoping you get? Kind of knocking it out in order. Hopefully we'll be finishing up chapter 3 next week. Okay. Alright, we're done with the 5 stars. On to the 4 stars. Alright, hey. I need the T5CC and the T5 basics. Yeah. Which class are you hoping for the T5CC? So normally for the monthly Cavalier event quest, I usually take my time and pretty much only do it when the event quest completion is running, but I'm trying to get Cavalier explored relatively quickly, mainly because I want the T5CC Nexus. I want to form a Cosmic T5CC to get Cosmic Ghost Rider to rank 3. Hoping for Mutant, and I'll have to choose between Mag, Sunspot, or Colossus. Okay. It's a hard life, isn't it? Sunspot for actual use or prestige? Because I would think use-wise, Mags and Colossus would be surpass Sunspot a fair bit. But prestige-wise, obviously Sunspot is where it's at. Yeah, I was going back and forth between R3 of Captain America Infinity War or Invisible Woman, but I think I'm going to I think it's going to be Captain America. It's going to go to R3. Mags R5 can still do what he needs to. Yeah, he can, but then with the way Act 7 is going, where 6 stars get a benefit, pretty big benefit, it's definitely a consideration. Yeah, Sunspot would basically be for prestige. She's the only one out of those 3 that are awakened. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, he's not bad. He's definitely not bad. But between Magneto and Colossus, because those two do a ton. Colossus with the tri-immunity, which is definitely beneficial. And well, Mags is Mags. So yeah, I don't know what I would do in that. Oh no, for me, I would go Magneto just because I know more about him than I do about Colossus. But if I were to give Colossus a go, things could change. I don't know what I would do because I have Mags at R5. I have Colossus at R4. I'm not going to max them out just because the 6-star is there. I don't know what I would do there. Yeah, as much as I've been using Mags in Variant 6, I wish he was already R3. There you go, right? Well, and he's a good option for Odin in the Cavalier difficulty. When they took down the attack values in Act 6, it reduces the importance of Sunspot and his perfect block. For Act 6, yeah, but I mean he's still going to be good for Act 7 and other areas too. But yeah, I think the biggest value for Sunspot is prestige. But man, his L2, if you got him going, his L2 can get pretty crazy. Ugh, well, I guess either way it's going to be bleeding anything. So, have you done Variant 5, J-Rock? And if so, which do you prefer? Variant 5 or Variant 6? I honestly feel like if you're going for prestige, I'd pick Namor over Sunspot. Because you're going to get more use out of Namor. Even though like he's not the top prestige. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. But yeah, Namor definitely could use him as a damage dealer. He's got that niche utility. They both take a bit of time to get to doing their high-end damage. Yeah, I could see that. Decisions. Let me see here. Okay, let me bring up what I'm looking at. Web browser. There we go. So this is Mutants at 6-star R3. Sunspot is top. Namor is second. Oh, wow. That's actually a pretty big difference between the two at SIG 200. Okay. Prior to Max, there's a pretty big difference between the two of them all along. Interesting. Yeah, I've got variant 5 finished already. I'm enjoying variant 6 a little more, I think. The cheese factor really spices it up a bit. Yeah. He heals from suicides too while you're attacking them. Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah, as an individual, that 260 prestige, I don't think is going to make or break your account. So I think, yeah, I would probably do the same, Lawrence, if I had the option. Let's see where Magneto is. Ooh, Magneto's down here on 13th. What does he have for Max at 13.4? Okay. Yeah, that's a big difference between Magneto and Sunspot, though, prestige-wise. Yeah, but Namor is hard to awaken. Yeah, that is true. Well, yeah, hard to awaken as a 6-star for sure, and then even more so because you want him at max SIG. So, yeah. But I think whoever you are, 3, that's where you're going to dump all of your SIG stones, right? If you're in a top alliance, that will make all the difference. But if you're middle of the road, it won't be an issue. Well, and now there's the do you do incursions a lot, J-Rock? Because with the changes to incursions, it's going to make getting 6 stones a little bit. It's not going to quite it that much, but it will make it a little easier. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I would do with a 6-star Namor, actually. I wouldn't use my generic gem on him. And I don't know if I'd want to commit that many generic SIG stones to him if I had him awakened. I would definitely be fine with class 6 stones or class awakening gem. But yeah. But yeah, those are definitely some good options you got there, J-Rock. Mutant is my weakest 6-star class. The only option I really had when I took somebody to R3 was Domino, which I was okay with. But if I had other options, it would not have been Domino. Yeah, I try to hit the milestones each month, but I don't go too crazy in there. The addition to 6 stones is definitely going to help you. Yeah, I for the most part, my partner and I usually get room 10 of Sector 8 clear. We might try for room 15 now, but I'm not too concerned about it. I'm good with room 10. It's some 6 stones, and then all the usual rewards, so. So I would not be too greedy about that. Yeah, some of those decisions can be a bit tricky for sure, especially when it's coming to R3ing 6 stars, because those resources are pretty scarce still. So. Yeah, Zone 15 is our record, but I don't see us pushing that far each time. It's too stressful. Yeah. We went through a pretty good stretch, like 3 weeks, where we weren't getting beyond Zone 8. And it was weird, because prior to that, like we were clearing Zone 10 no problem. And then we went through a 3-week stretch, I think once we didn't get beyond zone 7, and then a couple times it was zone 8 was the max, and I was like, oh, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, we've never tried to go beyond zone 10, so it'd be interesting. But yeah, I think if anything, like not necessarily that, you know, a ton of people are going to be aiming for zone 15, but I think it's going to spur some interest in incursions a bit. At least for the first little while. Wait, did I just have... Have you done much of the Cav EQ for this month, J-Rock? Hey Dexter, if you're still here, if you were in J-Rock's shoes, but Namor was also an option, what do you think you would do? Because I think for me it would still be between Colossus and Max. And I would lean a little bit more toward Colossus just because I don't have him as R5. That would be the something to consider. And that Tri-Immunity though, that's pretty sweet. Because I mean that's gonna make him good for Arcus, Iceman, not Emma Frost, Elsa. And then nodes, specific nodes. And I think like the ones that are like Biohazard, where you've got 2 debuffs, depending if you're hitting into their block or not. I think the one that goes with Cold Snap, I think it's Incinerate and Cold Snap. So actually I do have a 6-star. Oh, okay. So I appreciate the raid, J-Rock, but you can leave now. Damn, dude. So is Mutant your best class for 6 stars? Just say yes. Just say yes. I don't need to know that you've got a class that is more stacked. It is hard, but would be Colossus or Mags for me. Yeah. For me too. Both are really good champs. Naming High Sig and Suicides. Those two can be. Yeah. Yeah, Namor's definitely a big investment. But, I mean, I think it's an investment that pays off, right? Like he's got the damage, regardless of his utility, and then his utility is one of a kind, so... Can I confess something strange? I don't know, Mullet Man. I don't know. Yeah, Mutant is definitely my most stacked 6-star class, okay. I would go with Mags, I think. If I didn't have Mags at R5, absolutely. But my stumbling block would be that he's at R5, and I really want to, as much as possible, take chance to R3 that I don't have as R5. Skill and Cosmic are pretty much non-existent. Okay, you can stay. Oh dear. You know, it's funny. I have a few good science champs, but the one that I would want to R3, like it would be no question, would be Human Torch, and I don't have Human Torch as a 5 or 6-star. So if I got Human Torch, it would be very easy to take into R3. It'd be, yeah, there would be no hesitation about it whatsoever. Tech. Yeah, Tech is pretty decent. The only one I'd be missing that I'd want as a 6-star would be Warlock. Cosmic. I can't complain about Cosmic. Oh, Mystic. Yeah, I don't have anybody for Mystic that I want to R3. Then again, I think the only Mystic that I would want to R3 is Claire. Doom. Doom would probably go to. Sorry. Nah, what? You could go ahead and say what you're gonna say. I was just kidding. Confess away. Confess away. Hmm. Come on, just let's get it over with, dude. There we go. Uh-oh. Oof, I got lucky. Uh, how strange. I got 5-star Human Torch from Love Cab, took him to R5, and gave him Gem and Sigs. Yeah, I was hoping for, as far as 6 stars go, he was the one I wanted. For 5 stars, I wanted Wolverine or Scarlet Witch. And I think I got 2 5 stars. Not nobody I wanted though. But I do have. Oh, hang on. I do have 4 more of those. I think. Let me see. What's this? Premium Nexus Hero Crystal? What's the difference between that and a regular Nexus? Okay. Yeah, so I have 4 more, and then I have 2 of the legendary. Yeah. Okay. I'm hoping you're talking about in game. If not, we may have to, yeah, have a timeout or something. I got okay. Okay. All right. Well, we'll yeah. We'll get rid of that for a second. How's that? There we go. Wait, are you talking about the chat or the other thing you were talking about earlier, Lawrence? Torch is definitely R3, even unawakened. Yeah. Well, and that's part of why I wanted him. Because I would take him to R3 while sleeping. Wait. Okay. And see something here. Down. There we go. Chat. All right. Were you serious about the thing you were talking about earlier, though? Like, did he seriously say that you needed to be more active? Oy. But yeah, I would assume if so, that's just kind of like a general. Ah, okay. Yeah. But I think there were a few people he was calling out, so which is good because yeah, if you're finding that people aren't living up to expectations, you need to let them know. Okay. So what are you guys up to? Knocking out arena, doing some event quests, side quests, just hanging out. The side quest stuff, I think I'm gonna probably leave until Sundays, and then just use up all of the entries on Sundays, most likely. Considering there's not too much else happening for Sundays. I think probably between Claire and Omega Red are my most wanted 6 stars, and both of them I have as R5 5 stars, but both of them I would take to R3 if I were to get them. When I was trying to get Apocalypse from the current 6-star feature, I was kind of thinking of him as a R3 for Mutant. But after getting him as a 5-star, I don't know. Well, I'm not going to take him to R5 as a 5-star. So maybe I would still R3 him as a 6-star. But I wouldn't be in as much of a rush to get him to R3, probably. Full belly watching 3 streams, getting confused, and debating should I hit the T4B on a full stomach. Well, if you're just hanging out, watching YouTube, listening to the craziness, yeah, why not? Because even if you don't, get all the way and get the 2 T4B, it's not like you're losing out on anything. So. Yeah, because even if you didn't get the T4B, you're still going to get battleships and units as you go. So there's still some benefit. Hey, would this prevent his regen? No, he's not going to hold it though. I think it is. Yeah, it is. Oh, never mind. He's not awakened. Okay, that was a waste of time. Almost done with 100% uncollected EQ. Nice. Very good. Yeah, I might be back later on. Early afternoon, or late afternoon, early evening, to do a bit of the event quest. Which will be the reverse of what I did yesterday. Oh, whole voids quest left on chapter 2. Alright. Take a robot in. That's my only advice. Take a robot. After AQ, I should start working on Cab. Alright. I got the first chapter explored. I have about half of the next 2 chapters. And normally I would take pretty much the whole month to get it done. But I am going to go a little bit quicker. I go get coffee and miss all the fun. That's right. That's right. So I've got one feather. I'll have two. But no, that wouldn't be enough for the next casket anyway. Yeah, I'll still wait until Sunday. We'll give it until Sunday. Um, we have 3 today. Did I miss one then? Because there was the initial one that we got in the mail. Oh, yes. If you haven't used any. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Because I did 2 entries. But if you haven't used any of the feathers, then yeah, you would have 3.
This bond is solid gold. We're a diamond and an emerald. It took me forever to find you. 'Cause when it's all over, the love that you give, to guide you in every way.
You have 3 today and something. Don't mention feathers. Hey, don't steal my funny one.
The summer's calling.
Wait. Look away for 1 second, and that's what happens, eh? Alright. I think that's how it will work. 99% sure anyway. Yeah, I'm planning to jump into and do them all in one day. Much easier to organize it and do it right. Yeah, and also, for whatever reason, whenever we get something new, there's usually some kind of problem, or it's convoluted, which this was the same. So yeah, waiting a couple days is not a bad idea. That's what I was going to do initially, and then when it dropped on Wednesday, I figured I'd just give it a go, and yeah, it seemed like it went okay. But I figure spend half an hour doing it once a week to keep up. Although as the difficulty ramps up, it may take a bit more time and stuff. Oh, you know what? I just realized I haven't been using the attack boosts. Dang it. I'll wait for some footage of other tiers so I can make a plan for it. Yeah, well, I think tiers, like the next tier after 6, should be a little bit harder, but not terrible. And keep in mind too that we do get the boss rush on Monday. Let me just see where I am for the attack boosts. Okay. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 that need to get used up pretty quick. So on tier 9 and 10 difficulty should be higher. Yeah, I would expect tier 10 should be difficult, where it's tied to the title. So yeah, that should be a bit of a challenge. A bit of both. You can go hard. 7-8 should be below 200k HP. Yeah. So up to this, like the 2 times I've gone in, I've just used Cosmic Ghost Rider, and yeah, he's gotten through it pretty quick. Tier 10, I expect to have 200, 250 HP pass in 3. Yeah, we'll do this. That 1% though is like Black Widow's 3% chance to evade, triggers more often than we'd all like. Dude, I don't think their percentages in game are anything like. I think they're just it's just numbers. They don't actually mean anything. Like even their drop rates for things. I don't think it's any actual representation of anything. Oh, I hate it when I go into punish like a heavy or special and I just stand there. Ugh. I feel like women's. So I wonder if we're going to see another, like in 3-4 months, another change up of the Cavalier nodes. If so, it'll be interesting. But I think that's a smart idea on their part, because it will continually entice people to be ranking champion, as opposed to sitting back and I got all the champions ranked I need, so I don't have much use out of T1A or T4B or whatever it is. So, but by continually changing that up, yeah, it will give us a reason to be ranking a pretty diverse group. Or mesmerized or abyss evade. Yeah. I don't think the abyss evade got me too often. When building Aegon's combo, yeah, but once I had a decent combo, it was okay. Because he'd go, well, I mean, once you're max combo shield doesn't matter anymore. But few percent feels like 40 to 50%. Yup. Hey, maybe that's the thing. Maybe whenever they put the percentage there, just for getting the 0 at the end. Unless, of course, it's for drop rates. Drop rates of things we want. Let me see here. Okay. So would I not drop a generic on buffed Angela? I have 3 in stash. I have a soft spot for 5-star. Yeah, I definitely. If you've got 3 5-star generic awakening gems, yeah, Angela seems like she'd be worth it for sure. And I think it's any debuff, not just applied by the opponent. So meaning if you're running suicides, those debuffs are going to drop off quicker. If it's an active degen, that's going to drop off quicker. So yeah. But considering how frequently we're getting 5-star awakening gems anyways, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's far more beneficial than simply decreasing the nullify chance, right? My newly pulled ghost would like it. Ooh. I think the first generic I ever used was on Blade. I don't know who else I would have used generics on, actually. I have used a few, for sure. But Blade is the only one that really stands out. Definitely wasn't a necessity, but it helped. It helped a lot. Oh, you son of a gun. Son of a gun. So as long as I could get to an elf. Oh, you. Wow, both times. Both times. Alright, which. Yeah, this is different. Any predictions what champs will be in new incursions crystals? No, because I don't think that there's... Like, we've got Wolverine and Scarlet Witch in there currently. So I don't know what other, like, exclusive or rare ones we would see. I don't think we would see the Vision. The one that's purchasable. Maybe. I don't think we would. Because it would have to be somebody that isn't accessible from a basic, like to make it really interesting. And yeah, no, I can't think of anybody that I've... Because I think for me, like I'm not going to open any of the 5-star incursion crystals. I'm going to save the artifacts for the 6-star shards. But if I were going to open the 5-star incursion crystals, the Scarlet Witch would be the main goal, I think. Wolverine would be cool. I don't really see using him that much. I don't necessarily see using Scarlet Witch that much either, but I think I would be more apt to use her than Wolverine. Although Wolverine as a horseman is pretty crazy. So who knows? But yeah, it'll be interesting to see for sure. For sure. I guess he's got the armor up, so that's why he's not being knocked out as quickly as usual. Okay, so we'll probably get to 800 for the 4 stars. I got 10k already finished Sector 7 today. 10k artifacts? That's not bad. I think the new limit is... I think the new limit is effective now. 125,000? So, not bad. Waiting for new milestones to jump into. Oh! Oh, shoot, I can't show you. But Dexter, they reset yesterday. Well... Yeah, they reset... I don't know if it was the milestones, but the rewards that normally reset once a month, they were reset yesterday. So if you were to do Sector 7 or Sector 8, you can get the full month rewards. Yeah, so I'm already in there, so I can't show you the milestone stuff. But yeah, I think it's set to reset in, well, yesterday it was saying 2 days, so now it would be a day. But if you could get in there and, you know, get a couple extra artifacts and stuff, it would not be bad. Not bad at all. Just finished Sector 7 today. Okay. Yeah, so then you would have gotten the benefit of the reset from yesterday, or whatever the heck that was. So normally my partner and I would have only done Zone 5 of Sector 8, but considering we can get all of the rewards, like the monthly rewards, we'll finish off Sector 8 today and probably do Sector 7 tomorrow. And yeah, I don't know if that was intentional, because the message said like the changes would be effective on Monday, but it looks like most of the changes that were effective yesterday. So I think that they either screwed up on the announcement or they screwed up on the when it went live in game. So we will get another restart. Yeah, I would think so, because that's what the timer is suggesting currently. So. No, the monthly reset should be before Monday. Let me see. But the new stuff. Another raid? Oh my lord. Let me see. J-Rock, you're still here. Oh. Oh, a Mr. Shadows. How you doing, Mr. Shadow? How's the day coming along? Oh yeah, I'm not going to be able to see anything. But yeah, I think, Alexander, how you doing? Ooh, and actually, okay, there we go. Yeah, so I can't see any of that info, which sucks. It's too bad. Day is going well, gonna rest my backside. Alright, thanks for the raid, dude. It's appreciated. Mr. Alexander. Okay, we're gonna get to 800. On a side note, Solar, my man, thanks for all the streams during my curfew. Helped me keep sane, and all of you guys in chat too. A big thanks to everyone. Aww. Well, thanks for coming and hanging out, man, Falcon. You help keep me sane too. Let's see. So, is it as of now then that your freedom is extended? Like right now, you could be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Billy D, joining in. Very good, very good. And I think we're going to get to 800,000. And then that will be it. And we'll see if there's anybody for us to go and say LOL to. Okay. Yeah, but it's Thursday afternoon. It changed on March 19th. Well, okay. Should hopefully see it all over. Okay. Coolio. What do you lack, Billy? You don't lack anything. What are you talking about? No, ILAC is done. ILAC, who was going? Lord Shadow was going, ILAC was going, KT1 just started. Yeah, I think KT1 is the only one that I see as live. Let me just see something. Okay, so... Oh, okay. Right there, but my other alert channel just ended. So do you have sound on for more than one at a time? Because I could definitely have the screen up for multiple, but for sound I could only do one at a time. Just because it would be too convoluted otherwise. Wait, if I time this right, could I steal her indestructible? Let's see. No, okay. Although, wait, I think it activated just as the final hit went off. You and I, like I had on and could chat. Lord Shadow was on TV. Damn, that's hardcore. Holy crap, dude. I think it's something with my TV. Maybe I can watch a video, but I can't watch live streams. I mean, I've never actually looked into it because for the most part, for the TV, all I watch is TV shows and movies. I usually have like 3 different streams going at once. Because like I'll usually have like music in the background, but even if I have music in a stream going, I'll have to turn down the music just to be able to pay attention. And then if I'm talking, so what happens often is I'll be on Discord, I'll be talking to people in Discord, I'll have a stream, and then I'll have music, and then I start getting confused as to what's going on. It's the code, but some apps you can't cast or mirror to TV. Yeah, I think I should be able to watch a stream. I probably just need to log in to YouTube to do it. But yeah, I've never really looked. Because for the most part, like any MCOC, well, I'll do Arena when I'm in the living room watching TV, but yeah, to watch a stream, not so much in the living room. Usually I'll just be in my room. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Hey man, just got off school for the week and thought I'd drop by. Alright, Maddie, how you doing? How's the day coming along? How was class? Better than getting hit by Venompool, I'm sure. Wait. Oh, I need to go to Diamond Floor. Well, it's too late now. That bleed already did what I was going to do. There we go. There we go, there we go. Oh, yes, need to be signed in, but can sign in as guest for YouTube. Can have Twitch, YouTube, and Discord on TV. Discord? Oh. Okay. Huh. Oh, if anybody's interested, probably, 1 p.m. my time. So probably in about 2 to 3 hours, I'm going to stream the last WandaVision episode on Discord. And then probably later this evening, what's it called? Raya and the Last Dragon. It's an animated movie, but I'm going to probably watch it with my niece and nephew. If anybody else wants to check it out, join the Discord. The first channel that you end up in, you can pick the roles that you're interested in. There is a movie and TV watching role. Oh, speaking of which, J-Rock, if you're still here, feel free to join the Discord and catch up on there some point. It was pretty good. Class was quite boring, but that's quite expected with English class. Yeah, suppose so. And where are you from, Maddie? Where do you call home? Alright, well. I don't know what it is about the timing, Maddie. It's probably time zones, but I know you were here at the end of yesterday's stream, and well, I'm about done now too. Let's see here. MCOC live. The only one I do see is KT1, so we'll go say hello to KT1. And I am. Oh, wait. Let me see. Ah, okay. Here we go. Mr. AC is live. So, Niagara. Okay, yeah. No, yeah, I knew that. I knew that, but hey, I'm old, so, you know, I forget things. Alright, so let's go on over and say hello to Mr. AC. The usual hashtag. And there is his URL. I should probably clean the house, but I may be back. See ya. Yeah, I'm about done, but I might be back later on this afternoon after the WandaVision in Discord. But I'll probably be back this afternoon and do some Cavalier difficulty. But yeah, there's the URL to Mr. AC MCOC's channel. He just started up his stream. And that is it for me. So thanks for coming and hanging out and keeping me company. And I'll catch you all later. Take care.